during their senior year, they thought everything would be just like paradise. But after listening to this, you'll find out that life wasn't all they expected it to be. Boy, we were good at grammar. Ted, that was a bad one.
I'll take the blame.
Yeah. Our first one is Mike Dahl, who's not here this evening, is now an English teacher at Dover-Eyota High School and increases his vocabulary with the word of the day. All these people that aren't here we can really laugh at. Okay. Michelle Bailey, who didn't go to calculus class. Sorry. Michelle Bailey travels around the world holding seminars, but she doesn't lecture. She's always asking questions. Why, Michelle? Why? That was my first zinger. I just got to say it. Tonight, I was very reserved until I saw Michelle tonight, and she looked over at Bucky Lindo and she goes, "Who is he?" And I said, he was a calculus teacher. I'm sure you didn't have that class. Oh, funny the second time too. Okay. Poor Russell Haas is now in the psych ward in the prison hospital in Rochester. He had a nervous breakdown after going into a life of crime, trying to afford encyclopedias to answer all of Michelle's questions. He answered her why with, "I don't know, I don't know."
Craig Buttriff is now employed by the Coca-Cola, isn't that ironic, Brian Castle? Coca-Cola Corporations to spread the wave, but he became addicted and is now living in a rehab center in Duluth. Mr. Andre Anderson, yes. Oh, Dr. Andre Anderson, yes, Dr. Andre Anderson is the world's foremost gynecologist. He has found many breakthroughs in that particular area. He is frequently seen by the class of 88 girls and even some of the guys. We knew you would get what you've always tried so hard for, but never got, one way or another. Finally, Andre.
Sam and Steph have just finished filming a series of double mint commercials. Steph is still raiding elementaries across America in search of the perfect younger man. And she married an older man. That's Jerry Winter is now employed at Hormel as a meat inspector. Oh man, that was mine. I guess he really picked out at work. He always has a cow when people sell meat without his approval. By the way, let's have a commercial. Okay, did anybody, when they were coming here, I was wondering how many different things did people do to get ready for this? The Dr. Atkins plan, did everybody go on that for a crash course? No, have you ever looked at the contents of Spam? There's no carbs in Spam. There really isn't. Hormel chunk meat doesn't have any carbs either. Chi-Chi salsa, no carbs. This has now become a business trip that I wrote off.
A lot of people receive ISS points. Raise your hands, please, please. That's it out of the class. I got an ISS point for sunbathing. Because did you know I lived on all the streets with the teachers? And I went there in 7th hour. And Mr. Dono just happened to take a break. Now, how is that okay that he's away from work? And he sees me going in my bathing suit in the backyard. Does that make, did you know that? Can he say, oh, well, that's, So anyways, we'll go on. Corey Kabista is a proud new owner of the Wabasha bookstore. He spends most of his time watching X-rated shows and testing out his new merchandise. Oh, okay, I could go on, but I heard you talk.
Next, you may have on your table, there's the questionnaires. And we're going to go through the odd questions first. And you just yell out your answers.
Why did Top Litzoy dump Tracy Griffin in the 8th grade? I don't...
Also one I did not submit.
He didn't submit this one. And Penny Ellen did this, and I can say her name because she's not here. Yep, it was because of her hairdo. The flock of seagulls, remember?
Who was put in ISS for writing a naughty word on Andre's locker the second day of 7th grade?
Andre.
That would be Andre, trying to get somebody else in trouble by writing it himself. That was our Vice President, Shelly Burk. This is the first time Andre realized it was Shelly Burk.
That was so tormenting. Let me just tell you, back in those days, they had old bathrooms where they'd taken out the toilets and they put desks in the stalls. And I cried all day, just to have you know, Mr. Graham. I cried all day. It was very, very honestly tormenting. It is unreal that I've turned out the way I have. So I can blame the rest of my, high school years on that.